For control and power with the driver, should you pull or should you push? That's the question we're going to debate today. And there's a nice simple way of looking at this that will help you get more control and more power with this driver. So let's go through that now. So what do I mean first of all? First of all, what I don't mean is the pulling down of your hands into the downswing, which we so often think about. That's fine, by the way, but I'm going to show you something more mechanically sound than that allows that to happen. Okay, there's something else that goes on before that, and that's what we're going to address today. You see, very often if we're not moving well in a golf swing, we end up in a situation where our lower half is pushing the top half through. Now, how can that happen? And by the way, when you get that pushing through, what happens is you get a concertinaing effect here, where everything gets bunched up, concertinas, and then we end up getting a very flicky hand position, and that's where we don't get the control. Actually, it's something that I get in my swing occasionally. I have to really work on it, and when I do, the driver's just a problem. I just don't get the control with that. So what is it? How do we go about solving that problem? Well, you've got two references we need to look at. Very simple: the belt buckle, shirt buttons. Okay, shirt buttons are really going to represent our spine, our sternum area. Belt buckle is going to represent our pelvis area here. Now, in order, what we're looking for, in order to swing well and get the control and power here, in the downswing, I want my pelvis to pull everything else through. I want it to pull everything else through. You watch players like Rory McIlroy do it so beautifully. You know, you'll see his pelvis really shifting towards the target here and pulling everything through. It creates loads of space when he does that. Loads of space, and then the arms can come rushing through an incredible power. Okay, compare that to if I'm in the wrong place and I'm pushing my top half through, I can't go anywhere. I'm going to fall over, so it all stops and concertinas up, and it's very ugly. And I've seen it on my swing. I don't like that at all. Okay, so let's get back to those two references, the shirt buttons and the belt buckle here. What we want to make sure, in order to pull, there needs to be a slight separation, very slight. Now remember, we're after a compact swing still, so we're not looking for coming outside of our frame. Our frame is here. We're not looking to move outside of that. But what we are looking for is for you to sense that as you swing, that the sternum, the buttons here, are just going to very slightly go behind that belt buckle. Can you see that there? The wrong move would be where the belt buckle goes this way and the sternum gets stuck here a little bit. Now my sternum is closer to the target. My shirt buttons are closer to the target than my belt buckle. That's the one where now the pelvis, it's going to move the top half, but it pushes it. And as it pushes it, then it all concertinas up. It's just very, very ugly. You don't like that, okay? So you want to get this feeling that the shirt buttons are just separating behind the belt buckle here. When you do that, now the pelvis is in a place where it can use the ground and the feet to really pull everything else through. And then we can really pull. We've created space and we can hit it nice and hard. Okay, so let's put that into practice. Okay, set ourselves up. Oh, one other thing, by the way, and I'll do it here, is when you set up, make sure that your belt buckle, i.e. the middle of your pelvis, is in the middle of your feet. We don't want to be leaning, let me come a bit closer. We don't want to be leaning too far one way or the other, okay? We want to be nice and symmetrical with our legs pretty much, and the belt buckle right in the middle of our feet here. That's where we want to be here, okay? Shirt buttons pretty much over the belt buckle, okay? Now, depending on your flexibility, if you need more help, you may set those shirt buttons just behind the sternum slightly, but we don't want to get too far with that, okay? So just bear that in mind, all right? So once we're here, and that's set up here, I'm just going to get this feeling now that I'm going to get the shirt buttons just slightly separating from the belt buckle there. And then when I'm there, now I can feel like I can really let that pelvis pull the rest of my body through. So here we go, okay? Oh, I quite enjoyed that. I like that feeling working on that. That is a struggle for me. That's something I have to work on a lot, really. If my driver goes off, I know I get into that concertina place. I don't like it at all. But if I can get that separation properly there, it's a whole different sensation. I can pull through nicely and then everything else comes through and I've got room, and it's just a completely different, I really get into that lovely, lovely compact swing when I do that, because when I pull through from there, I get into a very different impact and I'm here as I finish, rather than when I'm concertinaing, I'm kind of over here and falling off the thing altogether. Okay, so Excuse me while I have a little bit of practice on my own here, because I so enjoy this feeling if I can get it right. Not quite so good on that one. I think I didn't do it as well as I wanted to do, got a little bit faded on it. So I need to get to work on this. I hope you will as well, because I can assure you when you do it well with the driver, you will get more control. You'll get it coming out the sweet spot more often, therefore you're going to get more power as well. So let me know if that helps you. And again, anything you want me to share some thoughts on, some advice on, please let me know. We love to get your comments and your feedback. And of course, with others, if you think it's going to help somebody, go ahead and share it. We'd love to have them into the intuitive golf community as well. Till next time, see you soon.